Good morning, Mr. Wilson. You have a lawyer today.
She just reached back to me this morning, so she told me she's gonna contact me this evening when she get done with court.
Hired her?
I just got in touch with her. Like, I've been reaching out to her, but she just responded.
Okay. Do you want more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Head on over to Victoria, we'll give you more time. Hi, you ready?
I just sent you an email from that. Danielle.
Hi.
Yeah. We had addressed it before. Yeah, it was, you sent him to get a drug test on the first BVR. And then it came back positive for opioids, I think. And they said they wanted to send it to a lab. I provided a list of the medications. And then they submitted that second BVR with all that stuff and saying that he did provide his list of medications.
For who?
Janelle.
Oh, the Montanal?
Yes. Yes.
Is it Montanal?
Yeah. Montanal's master's.
Yeah, so we were waiting for the lab results to come back, and they have come back. They have.
We knew.
Let's talk about presumptive positive. That's lab talk for maybe. Yes, maybe no. It means the initial test flagged something suspicious, but it's not official until confirmed. Can prescribed meds throw it off? Absolutely. So what happens when science and justice collide?
Good positive.
Is the presumptive came back?
If she's testing positive for alcohol, right?
No. Just opioids. It's a he.
Oh, I was thinking someone else. But one of those that she's taking is positive for.
I think several of them do. And just a presumptive look at it, when I first looked at it, it was the antipsychotic ones that would give false tests, as far as that's concerned.
Is there just no one at pretrial that can address
None of
this?
us that know.
Not you guys. I know you, but there's no like.
No, we would have to, not even our drug technicians. I reached out to my supervisor regarding it, and to confirm that, we'd have to get someone who's certified or someone from Abraham.
Okay, I'll speak now then. Let me reply to all you guys, and then I'm gonna bring someone else in as well. Let's see. So I'll send this email, and we'll just stay in touch, and then we'll see what they say.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to the higher ups to see, hey, do we have any? I mean, I can't believe that we don't have anyone that would be able to.
Say one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Try to pull up the picture.
Notice how even court officials are scrambling to get clarity here. No one seems fully confident in the drug testing process. Would you feel comfortable making legal decisions based on a maybe? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. How should courts handle these gray zones?
But it won't pull up for some reason. But yeah, there are I think one or two of the medications that he takes can give presumptive false positives.
If that's the case, then of course we're not gonna do.
Right.
See.
Okay. So do you want to leave them off for Friday, or do you want to just hold off?
Let's hold up
Okay.
the original date for now. Let me see what.
See what they come. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
She's our. She can handle.
Hi.
Is it
Only
going?
Monday?
Yeah. Apparently, you sent my client to go pee somewhere.
She would like to go
I
on
didn't want to be crass, but that's the fact.
The results that judge, she hasn't provided us any for that.
We've had a lot of history with her.
I saw that. I got emails on Friday about it.
Had, quite a bit of history.
Third bond violation. I saw that. Do you want me to recite it out of my memory?
That we've had quite a bit of history. Does she not have a prior case with us too? Is this
21. I don't think she does.
No, it's just
is this the one where there was an issue with a boyfriend and
There is a boyfriend in the car, and the really interesting thing about this is
Third, bond violation. That's not a minor slip, that's a flashing red light. Add a history of missed tests and questionable behavior, and it's no wonder the court is getting uneasy. But does a messy past mean no second chance?
the police officers did a full felony stop on a DWI with guns drawn, making them get out. It's kind of weird.
capital?
It was really strange. I'm watching it going like,
Capital DWI?
that's what it was. Of course, it was like precinct 4-ish. Everything up there could be a capital in their minds, And so I don't know what you want to do with this judge.
Just don't want her using, that's it.
I get you.
That's all I want. I want to ensure that she's married. So,
Capital DWI guns drawn on a traffic stop. This wasn't a routine pullover. This was a high-drama takedown. What made police escalate like this? Was it the situation or a reputation?
Judge, and then also we have the English interlock that she's not driving, so we're not monitoring her finding because she had portable first, we had portable violations, so then she revoked. Then she provided proof that she had gotten her vehicle fixed, so we swapped her over to the ignition interlock. The ignition interlock is not being used.
So let's see how it goes today, and then I'm gonna random her again. So if she tests positive, then we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, do you want me to wait? I'm perfectly willing to do that.
Go, and then I'll get a hold of you. Or you know what? I don't have your new number. Do you mind?
Yes. Maybe my new work number. My old number is still the same.
Oh, is it really? Then hold on.
You have it for sure.
Yeah, I know. If it's the same one, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the same one.
5-6.
I don't give that out to anybody. That's me. That is me.
Okay, so I'll text you.
Okay.
And then
But do you want me to come back if there's an issue?
you can always Zoom.
Huh? Okay,
Zoom.
perfect. I'm gonna go straight to my office.
Oh, hi Joe. How are you?
I was asked by according to Courtroom Espinosa. This is on the docket, PWI case, clients here. We are still waiting to hear about whether PTI is going to be approved on this.
Everything's in, Judge. We're just waiting to hear back about the approval.
Okay. I guess let's give it a week, Joe.
Yes, sir.
If it's approved, I'll waive, and then we'll switch off like a couple weeks for you guys to get the contract, if it's portable and all that jazz. If it's denied, it's got to be here soon.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, for sure. Have fun. Ready?
Good morning, Your
Yeah. What's up?
I am here on Mr. Mark Gurley's case, who's on docket today, Judge, Gurley. And initially, I'll wait till you find it, Your Honor.
Thanks. Verb?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see it.
So initially, I had brought up some concerns that I had with the accuracy of the DIMS report and accuracy of the information that was being alleged within the four corners of the probable cause hearing information, I guess. And so you had said this.
As far as probable cause?
Right, yeah, as
You
far as
want to
probable.
redo probable cause?
Well, we had heard probable cause, and within the four corners of the DIMS, you had found that there was probable cause for the case to continue. But the issue that I had
Want to do it again?
well, I mean, I'm just kind of bringing you up to speed again, Your Honor, because I know it's been a few weeks. So the issue that I had raised at that time was I did not believe that that was accurate. The state had conveyed videos to us about, what the officer had seen from the dash camera perspective. And so I had issues with the accuracy.
Legal twist: even if the defense lawyer disputes the facts, the judge already found probable cause. But here's the catch. If new video contradicts that, the judge is willing to revisit it. That's rare props to this courtroom for staying flexible.
Of what was contained within the DIMS. I've spoken to the state this morning, and she said that she's reaching out to the police officer to find out, I guess, his side of the story, is my understanding. I don't want to speak for the state.
I've watched the camera footage. I just want to speak to the officer before we make any decisions on the case.
The issue.
The issue is that from what I can see, I don't want to get into the facts of the case right now in front of you, Judge, too much, but
Then don't.
right.
Then don't. Just do what you need to do.
Right.
You want. I mean, it's only 25 days old. You
Sure.
I just emailed him today. Yeah. I think a
Send out a
regular.
week.
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
that-
It's a very new case. If I can get maybe a couple of weeks, Judge, I've got.
I mean, you can have as much as you want.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess if you just set it, if you need me to do another probable cause hearing, I'm happy to do it.
Sure.
If there's something that has come to your attention that's not right in the DIMS, I'm happy to hear it, and we'll redo probable cause. I'm happy to do it at any time.
And maybe the state's conversation with the officer will clarify all of this and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'll grant it for you.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
It's Tuesday. Thank you.
Hi, Judge.
How are
you?
Good to see you,
It's been
Chloe.
such a long time.
I know, I'm back.
What's new?
I have
Thanks for the warning.
kids. How are your kids?
And maintenance.
How old now? How old?
14, 12, 9, 3.
There's 12 or 14 girls?
A boy and a girl. We put them to work.
A girl?
Girl.
God bless you in every way there is.
She's great. I love it. I'd have more if I had money.
Girl's just you and
She's so sweet. Great.
we've been there. We were 12-year-old, 13-14-year-old girls.
Girls was rough for 12.
They're hard.
It's okay.
They come out of it.
Yeah. You can't just give it time to patience, you know?
And Miss Brooklyn, who's not on your docket,
Okay.
she was here on Friday, and she's hired me at DWI, and she has 2 trips planned, and she has to do UAs. One is out of the country, one is not. How do you handle that?
So typically, if they're out, we have them, if they're in the United States, we have them go to like a quest, wherever they are.
Okay.
They get called on to the
Okay.
The results you get to us, we're happy.
Okay.
If they're out of the country, how long?
She'll be out of the country for 5 days.
So let her know. And her,
Yes, her.
let her know not to use. She's going to get tested as soon as she gets back,
Okay.
just so that she knows.
Okay. Okay.
So just let Lisa know about the date so that for the out of country ones, so they know not to call.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
thank you.
Okay.
Shit. Thank you.
Have fun. Hi, Shrey.
2-5.
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were going to, if he had shown you
Well,
those.
no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving
Sure.
the fee.
And so he's given me an AA log. All right, give it to the court all the time. See if he's gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed Torres. And Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise, he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 just classes.
Understand.
Okay, here, let me give the back seat. Christopher Torres, come up. So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge. Yes, sir. Be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no. For enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It could be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox.
This is the turning point. The judge lays it out crystal clear. Another DWI, and it's straight to prison, no negotiations. Real lives were lost this weekend. This isn't just law, it's a wake-up call. What would you do if you were in his shoes?
Further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanor, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every